And it's Tuesday night, and once again tonight I am by myself. But that's okay. I'm doing a little something different tonight. Well, we'll see if you like it or not. But if you've stumbled on to tonight is the Tile Happy Hour. It is 8 o'clock. It is where my good friend John and I hang out, and we talk all about tile. And but tonight, John's playing hooky. Of course, you know, we all have other jobs, and he's got some important business to take care of tonight. John, I hope you sell 1 billion square feet of tile. So tonight, it's just me. I'm just by myself, trying a little different format tonight. Let us know what you think. Let us know where you're watching from. All those different things. We're getting a ton of questions online. Keep those questions coming. But tonight, I'm going to do a reaction show. I've never done reactions before, but we're going to see how it goes. See if this format is good, if you like it. If you want to send us videos for us to react on, that's fine. So without any further ado, let's get started and take a look at some tile videos, and we're going to get my opinion. If you don't know me, my name is Craig. I was a commercial tile contractor for over 20 years, and I just love talking about tile, helping people with tile. And let's bring my producers have pulled up several different ones. We're going to bring those onto the stage here, and let me find the best format for me to look at it with you. And we're going to talk through what's going on. I'll try not to laugh too hard, but so let's just start. Oh, me. Okay, tile tinted in a bathroom. So, obviously, you don't want your tile to be that easily removable. It looks like some 6x6 wall tile, probably gotten or purchased from, I don't know, somewhere locally. But you see the thin set behind it. None of it looks like it even touched the back of the tile. So this is what we call tile that is only being held in by the grout. There's no the appropriate prep is not on the board. A lot of stuff going on here. No wonder that there is an issue. Always use proper techniques. That's probably going to be a what you call it, a theme for the evening. So if your tile falls off the wall, something has gone wrong.
Many tile fixers use the following.
I love these videos from overseas. They're totally different installation methods. I've never seen anything like this, and sometimes I question, do you think they're real? If you think they're real or don't think they're real, leave them in the comments, because
fill the gaps between the tiles with additional
I just don't see
bond.
that's very efficient. Will it work? Maybe, but God forbid anybody runs into that tile and there's a hollow spot.
Tiles on the wall and level them with a cementing
I mean,
bond.
letting the mortar just slide down behind it, I feel like is not appropriate. So, do you think it's real? Do you think that's a real video?
The tiles with additional cementing bond.
I don't know. I mean, if it's not real, they went through a lot of effort to try to make it look like a real job site. I mean, it looks like a real job site.
Place the tiles on the wall and level them with a cementing bond.
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think that's real. But like I said, different cultures, different things. Who knows? Next video. Oh goodness. We got the wheel here. I just did a class on pebble tile, and they are beautiful when done correctly, but they can be an issue. So we see here he's spaced the floor tile off the floor and sliding the pebbles underneath, which is acceptable. Hopefully he's got enough room once he adds his mortar. Now we skip to grout, and grout clean. It looks good. You don't see the sheets. That's the key. The key to the pebble tile installation is being able to look at it and not being able to see the sheets, or we call that picture frame effect. So I think he did a good job. AWP Renovations. Way to go. Who likes pebbles? If you like pebbles, drop a thumbs up in the comments. If you despise pebbles, I know who you are. Okay, this looks very familiar. Being in the commercial tile industry, we used to use metal racks a lot. Can you imagine? So the metal rack takes the kind of the place of the spacer. You don't really need the spacers anymore because you've got the metal there. It's got your grout joint spaced out for you. And I will say their process, their mortar direction is good. Directional troweling's great. They're making good time. I will say I don't know that little bit of tapping, tap, is enough to get the proper coverage. I feel like they probably collapsed some of the ridges, but I don't think they fully embedded it in there. That would be the only concern I would have. But back in the day when we used to tile malls, shopping malls, and large kitchens, you could buy these racks. American Tile Rack. I'm assuming you're still in business. I bought many a tile rack from these guys, and you have the exact measurement of your tile plus your grout joint, and they'll custom make these racks to your job. So good job. You can set a lot of tile in a little bit of time with those things, but be careful with your coverage, friends. Be careful with your coverage. Okay, so I can't just go from one to the other. See, I'm learning. Got to pause them, or the sound will keep playing. This is new. New for the Tile Happy Hour. Reaction time. If you don't know me, my name is Craig. I'm kind of taking a look at some tile videos this evening and just giving you my opinion. John is not here tonight, but we wish him well. And so let's see what's going on in the next video. Okay, hotels are always but hotels are hit and miss. You know, some hotels have really amazing tile work. Some hotels that have been through a renovation or two, they can be sketchy. So let's see what this is like. What hotel be like? The joint. Okay, terrible cut there. No return. Missed it by. Oh my word! Just cut around that. Yeah, it's good. So I don't know how they get the drains this dirty. It's really gross. There's not a great option for that out corner and that detail. That's why when you're looking at a set of drawings, if you're in the commercial industry, you want to make sure that these things are detailed. You want to make sure that those outlets are at the right height, because if not, you end up like this, and it's not a good look. So next time you're in a hotel, send us the pictures of your hotel bathroom. We want to judge them. I love doing that. I love looking at the hotel tile work, whether it's in the room or out in the lobby. My phone is full of pictures of that. Okay, let's see. Before I hit play, Victoria. Okay, this is in the UK, so not from America. If you can't tell, I'm from America. But we see decent troweling. Looks like they use some directional troweling. Good protection. Got gloves. I'm assuming this is a tub down here. So let's see what's going on here.
Here we show you how you can apply your own wall tile adhesive.
Okay.
Adhesive can set quickly when spreading onto the wall.
True.
So stick to a small area to begin with.
Good
this
advice.
way you won't waste too much of your mixture. Use a notched trowel to create channels, as these create a texture with more grip.
Yes.
Push your tile into the adhesive and give it a slight twist. This will bed it securely onto the wall and reduce the air that can sit between the tile and wall surface. Repeat this with the next tile, using spacers to separate the tiles as you go. Once you have tiled your wall and allowed the adhesive to set, it's time for grouting.
Victoria, I don't take much issue with that. The ridges, good. They collapse the ridges. I like the little little shake with the tile that collapsed the ridges, and I would assume they didn't check the coverage, which you should always do. But I don't have a lot to say about that. I will say, you can't see it, but right here where my cursor is, that should be a soft joint. So make sure you use your appropriate silicone soft joint right there. But yeah, good installation, good information. Thanks, Victoria. I had some music playing. Where was it? I can't hear. Maybe my ears aren't doing good. Sorry about that. Technical difficulties, just trying to make sure everything's running correctly. All right, let's see what we got next up on the docket. Okay. Protecting our knees. Got our knee pads on. Got our little cart for our knees. I like that. And let's see what Diaz Construction. Man. Looks like the mixture is good. Getting their leveling clips put in. I don't know. It looks like maybe 18 by 18, 16 by 16. Okay, that's it. That's all for that clip. So they didn't really show you anything other than that, but I will say the directional troweling, good. It's a square tile, so you could go either way on that one. And it looks like they're using the appropriate notch trowel, and they're leveling clips. Now, sometimes on the leveling clips, when you get those in there, you get down there, you forget about moving the tile around to collapse those ridges. So remember to do that. But yeah, Diaz, I'm with you. Good job. Okay, shower floor. This is Khaled Tools. I know these guys. They always do solid work, and they always have really good videos. So let's see what they do with this pebbles on a shower floor.
There's really only 3 ways to do this. You can set the full sheets, butt them together, and hope for the best.
Yep.
9 times out of 10, you'll end up seeing the sheet lines after grout, though. Another way is to set the pebbles individually. This requires you to pull each stone off the mesh and set one by one.
True.
Very time-consuming, but great overall look in the end. The best way, in my opinion, though, is to set the sheets a few inches apart and fill in between.
Agreed.
Great
Absolutely.
end result in far less time than setting one by one.
It's
Setting
almost
pebbles
like
on a
they were
shower
in my
floor.
class last
There's really
week.
only 3
I taught
ways
the
to do
exact
this.
same
You
thing.
can set the full
Let me
sheets,
give them a
butt them
thumbs up.
together,
When did they
and hope
post
for the
this?
best. 9 times
Gosh, they
out of
always beat
10,
me
you'll
to the
end up
punch,
seeing
but
the sheet lines
yeah,
after grout, though.
Pebbles
Another
aren't
way
easy,
is to set the pebbles
but when you spray
individually.
some out like
This
that,
requires you to
that's,
pull each stone
that's
off the mesh
great.
and set one by
Good
one.
job, Khaled.
Very time-consuming, but great overall look in the
Yeah, absolutely. Pebbles. Okay, let's see. We got looks like a really large tile. That's probably 4 by 4 tile. I'm not sure what else is going on in these, I don't know, these tiles. 4 by 4. Okay, just kind of water mud mixture. Okay. Once again, not in the U.S., so it's a total different standard. Now, back in the day, we did used to wet set stone, and not like that, but similar. And you have your mortar bed that's below it, and then you put a layer of wet concrete, and then when thin set came along, you would actually use thin set on it. This is similar to that, and if the floor is flat, you should be okay, and gravity helps. Okay. Oh, I see the funny tile installation. Let's see what's funny about it. Oh, me. Yeah. Oh. Okay. So just cut around the urinal. That's good. Yeah, just cut around that. Don't pull that off. Okay, so we got obviously, well, we don't know who did this, but they were not a professional. They were just trying to give their bathroom an upgrade and probably made it look worse. Bless is what we say in the South. Bless. Okay. I don't know what we have going on here. A lot of things I'm pointing out. Maybe this is just a demonstration, so we're not going to judge. But just for knowledge, OSB board is not a proper substrate. CDs, however, are my music media of choice. Drop it in the comments. What was your first CD you ever bought? I'm almost embarrassed to say mine was Richard Marx, but I think I just said it. So let's see what Diaz. Oh, and Diaz again. Okay. So you got out of square walls. Okay, I see what he's doing. So when your wall's out of square, what he's going to do is mark the out of squareness, and he obviously he did the cut, and now it looks square. So he's taking the thing, he's using that as his little scribe tool, scribing that, and take that to the wet saw, cut that off, and then you've got a tile that looks like a full tile. Good job. And then I'm going to just assume that after he does this cut, he's going to prep the floor and get that right. Of course. Things are changing at the Tile Happy Hour. One of those things is we want to honor the people that sponsor us. So I'm gonna just our first spot that we're gonna play for you. If you can't figure out who it is, then you haven't been around long enough. Of course, Tile Bar. Tile Bar is sponsors everything we do because John and I both are official employees of Tile Bar. If you need tile, stone, anything for your bath, tilebar.com is the place to go. They even have areas in the website that you can design your bathroom. And if you need help, we've got people to help you. Tilebar.com for all of your tile, stone, LVT, and accessory needs. Go join them today. Support the people that support the tile industry and support this show. So thanks. And now let's get back to some reactions. Are my reactions enough? Am I reacting enough? I feel like I watch Mr. Beast reaction videos. They're blowing stuff up. I don't have anything to blow up. But we are gonna get back to it. Okay, so Ruiz showed us a little scribe technique, so that was pretty awesome. Let's jump in here and see what the next one is. Okay, paid by the foot. No, paid by the foot. Got the guy like. So if you're not used to commercial tile setting, and I guess in some instances residential, probably depending on region and where you are, you get paid by the square foot. That's kind of the normal measure of pay, at least here in America. So when I started, it was you could almost get stuff for less than $1 a foot. Can't do that anymore. It's 25 years later. So let's see how this guy does getting paid by the foot. Looks like he's in some sort of a hospital or office building, and they're doing the center. A lot of times you have to do this, cordon off a certain area, do the middle, and then let the traffic flow on that, and then do the outsides. That's pretty common, so that's good. He's got... I'm a little concerned about the substrate there. It looks like there's maybe some old glue on there. and that is kind of that can be dangerous. Sometimes it's not too bad, but a lot of times you want to prime that old glue. He's got a little. Is he going to go back and straighten all the lines out? Doesn't look like it. You know, you want your mortar to go in a little slop plop. I mean, I don't want to give a guy too hard of a time, but you know, you're going to have some air pockets in that from where you didn't trowel the bottom 2/3 of the tile, and then anytime you put a blob in the thin set, you go and blop the tile in there. That's just a little bump that can cause hollow spots. Probably it'll be okay, but who knows? Viral crush, dude laying our new tile. Terry Watson 806. I would just say continue troweling that out straight, bro. Then you'd be, man, much farther along. Here we go. What's next? Oh, this is difficult. Another overseas guy, and these guys are so talented. Figuring out your cuts when you're going up a wall on a diagonal. I don't know how much geometry you do at home or how much you like it. It's never that easy. So let's see how Construction Tips 42 got us. Okay, so he's got one of those slide thingies. Okay, and it's already got the hole. Oh, wow, he's going to, I guess he has to. Okay, so he's got them laid out on the floor as they would be on the wall so that he can mark them. Okay, makes sense. Wow. That's pretty ingenious, and he's just going to cut them right there in space. I would say use some water for that, did you see the mortar just globbed on the back right there using a vibrating tool? But hey, the cuts were perfect. That's pretty. So I don't know what you would call that. If you're watching it and that's not thin set mortar. It's almost like a wet pack that they've got behind it, and looks like a ceramic tile. So therefore, that just kind of normal Portland is going to bond to the back of that tile. So, but that's not what he's trying to show. I was just talking about everything, but the handiness of that tool and being efficient with it, I can't imagine how many times, if you didn't have that little tool there, you would mark, cut, and recut. How do I know? Because I've done it. I've done it before. Oh, tile fixing fails. So, all right. I mean, this is the freeze frame. That's nice. They so evidently, just judging this one, the thumbnail, if you would, they didn't want to take off the plumbing pipe, so they just cut the tile and slid it under it. That's really not the way you want to do it. That plumbing pipe screws out and screws back in if you know what you're doing. But let's see what else is going on in this installation. Oh, I recognize the music. Oh my word. They haven't grouted it yet, but I'm not sure they really need to. They should start over. Oh my word. Bless is what we say. That's pretty terrible. That piece in the corner is going to fall off. It's going to fall off the first time somebody tries to wash under their arms. So I wish them the best. What? Okay, let's see what's going on here. Is that what's behind the urinal? Do you know what's behind the urinal? Is that the urinal attachment? I've never tiled behind the urinal personally. So if you know the answer to that, let me know. Oh, okay. He cut it. He didn't like it. Oh, that's a better cut, but I got it the wrong way. That's not so good. See how difficult it is to cut these things. Sometimes you get messed up, you draw it, and then you get it wrong. It can be a little frustrating, a little crazy. So if you get confused, make yourself a template. You got plenty of cardboard around from the tile boxes. Hey, cut out the exact size of the tile, and then use that cardboard as your template. Little trick there. And then you don't have to waste tile and get frustrated like this gentleman in here is. Tile guys. Okay. 24 by 48 shower and 24 by 24 walls. It's amazing how big tiles have gotten over the last few years. I can't believe it. I remember when I started in the industry, probably 8 by 8 was the typical commercial tile job, and a 12 by 12 was considered really large. But now, I mean, 24 by 24 on a floor, 24 by 48 and bigger. I mean, thin gauge porcelain going up to 60 by 120. Craziness. That looks good. Nice joints, uniform. Toilets in the bathtub, which is where I like the toilet. I'm sure they're not done yet. Okay, so that's a mirrored glass on the standalone tub. Okay, it's a nice bathroom. And a small cut at the door. Maybe there was no way around that. Oh, look at that. The book match on the back wall. Nice. The tile wrapping, the curb and the jams. That's good looking. Good job. Good job in Geo Construction. I like it. What else we got going on? It looks like that's solid stone on the curb to try to match. Good looking project. Okay, another clip from overseas. Looks like maybe another 24 by 2 foot by 4 foot. This looks like a commercial job, which what he is wearing is probably traditional for where he is in the world, but would never fly in OSHA. OSHA wouldn't allow that. Let's see what he's got going on. Okay. Using his clips. Got, looks like the appropriate size notch trowel. Probably a 1/2 by 1/2. Okay. Got suction cups. Okay. Using the vibrator to help collapse the ridges. I see nothing wrong. Looks good. That's some good looking, looks like Calacatta gold porcelain. I think you probably should alternate those clips. That can help. Oh, nice. Great looking floor. That'll last forever. Not a ton of patterns in there. May want to look at rotating some of those. But yeah, overall, great job. Construction work 7. I don't know who these people are. Good job. And look how clean he is. He ain't got any thin set on it. I love that. He's done this a few times. Good work. Okay, let's see. Hutardo's tile. I don't know. Or Hurt Ados. I don't know how you say it. Tile and stone. Master shower, 24 by 48 porcelain tile. And this is a remodel. Still don't have the ceiling in. That's kind of crazy. All right, let's see what they got going on. So we got 24 by 48 clips here. None here. Doesn't look like they finished the niche there. That's okay. So it's obviously a work in progress. That's a big shower. That's a 5-person shower you can get in there. No, there's the bedroom. Good job. Yeah. I mean, it's not done yet, but looks like metal edge for the corner. Be interesting to see what was going on in the niche there and on the floor. Good job on the 24 by 48, gentlemen. Okay. Thin gauge porcelain in small areas is not easy. I'll start there. Let me say that. But I don't think this is where you want to be. So they've got this huge piece of tile, and you can see the rack that's on it. So they've got the rack for the tile. Is there a better way to do it? I'm not going to judge. I don't know. But they've got the tile propped up with a piece of sheetrock and a ladder, and I don't even see. I can't tell if there's mortar on the floor or not. I don't know. So let's see what's going on. Okay, so he's putting the mortar on there while he's got his buddy holding it up while he's going to put more mortar on it. Okay, what this job needs is more people. I think that's where they fail here. Because yes, they don't have the floor troweled with a thin gauge. Okay, now he's troweling the floor. Oh gosh, gravity. Luckily, did they? Oh my word! Look at, they even cut it around the jam. So I mean, who am I? There's got to be another way. I don't know. Wow, they got it down there. So I mean, that's something. That's saying something. But I feel, well, I don't know, because it is the whole length of the room. So how do you do it? I almost think you split the room. You split that piece of tile. And let there be a joint in the center of the door jamb, and then you can put one in, put the other in. But they got it done. It's tight. It's not going anywhere because it probably weighs 200 pounds. So what do you think? Is there a better way? Hey, if there's a better way, let me know. And Hamid and Akdad. Hey, guys, you did it. Improvise, adapt, and overcome, right? All right. Let's see what we got here. Last one. Okay. Yep. So, so he put a little something on there so that he knew where the hole was. He's got his water bottle, giving him a little bit of water so that the hole cuts better. Looks like he's back. So this is a technique that we don't suggest here. Just kind of piling up mortar. And, once again, different area of the world, done a little different than we do it in America. But will that work? It looks like it's a ceramic tile, so that whatever they had behind there, whatever that mixture is, some sort of Portland, cement, sand, some type S mortar, I don't know. It's going to bond to that, and it's almost like extending your mud wall all the way out to your tile. And what he's doing is he's just kind of putting a little too much on there and then beating it in flat and then kind of flattening the wall as you go. But that's going to work. I mean, good job on cutting the hole. Showing the little trick with putting the little mortar on there. Yeah, of course. Yeah, that's a good way to do it. Rather than taking 17 measurements and then trying to figure that out. So yeah, good job. Good job. So tell me how that was. That's our reaction. I know if John was here, he'd talk me. Not to death, but we'd go back and forth on some of those things. Did you like that format? If you did, let us know down in the comments. This is the Tile Happy Hour, and keep tiling. have a good time out there. Let's go out there, make some money, but never forget, let's keep learning together and tile the world.